Hello and welcome to my craft room. Today I created one of these in a live video, so I decided I was going to do another one. Alrighty, we'll get started. So this was a cute little envelope pocket that I made, so I'm going to start it off again and I'll redo another one. So I'll put that aside. So what I've done is I started off with an envelope, just a normal envelope here. What I'm going to do is I've got another piece of, okay, let's grab this piece of card. I'm not going to decorate all the inside because I might not have time because I can only do a short video doing a pre-recorded. So I want this to be about that size there. So I'm just going to grab my pencil, and I've lost it in amongst all the chaos in this room. Anyway, I'm just going to grab my trimmer. And I'm just going to eyeball that because I want this to be, so this is just a normal envelope and it's got the little flap there. So I'm going to probably cut that down just a little bit more. So I want it about there. So, okay. Oh, now I can't get that off. So I'm just going to grab that because I want the window down the bottom here. So I'm just going to snip that off. Don't throw that away because you can use that for something else. So I'm going to put that aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this little piece here up down the bottom, and they're quite easy to open, but don't be too stressed if it doesn't come off completely how you want it, because we're just going to stick this down and this part gets glued to the back of your junk journal. So okay, so I've just got that piece off and I'm just going to open it up. The reason why we're opening this up is because I want to put a piece on the back of here, so when you close it you're not seeing this blue. But if you like to see that blue at the back, it's okay. So but I want to just put a background, so I'm going to go with a nice pretty pink one this time. So I'm just going to grab my little trimmer here and I'm just going to eyeball that to how big I want it. So maybe if I go that way. So I just want to eyeball that. Okay, and I did have a pencil here, but it's run away. So I'm going to eyeball that. So I'm just going to pinch about there. And I've got a little pinch mark there where I want to have that. So, little pinch mark. And I've lost it now. I think that's it there. So I'm just going to grab that. And then I'm just going to chop that, and this is not big enough to chop. That's okay. And I'll just line that up with that bit there, and I can chop that down again. Alrighty, so I'm just going to double check to make sure that that fits in there, and it does. So what I need to do now is I'm just going to pop that into my trimmer here and just make sure that I want it about there. Okay, so we'll snip that down there. Don't throw these little pieces away. So that's going to be my background. So just double check to make sure that it's going. Yep, all 3 minutes have gone by already, so I've got half an hour. Okay, so what we're going to do is open up the card and we're going to glue this piece to there. So don't worry that that is popping over, because when that goes down into the card, you're not going to see, and I may have gone just a little bit more, but we'll see. No, that's okay. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to the top of here, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop some glue all over here on my background piece. So, and I'm just going to stick this, the side that you want up, I'm just going to stick that into there, and all I'm going to do is make sure that it's level with the top of here, and oh, look at that, it's okay. So what I'm going to do now is that's okay, and so I'm just going to close that up. this piece is going to go back on there, and this piece is going to go back there. So we're going to glue. So when you have a look from the other side, you see that pretty border there. So what I'm going to do is grab my Tombow and just pop a little bit of glue there. And I'm just going to seal that. So, and then I'm going to grab this piece here, and I'm just going to put a bit of glue on this part. I'm not doing a lot of it because it's going to be glued to the back of the card. If you want to, you can add a piece to the background. I'm just going to make sure that I did not get any glue in there, so it actually sticks my, so I don't think I did. So there is your card. So this piece here should be, and it's probably just a little tad long, but that should just fit in there just nicely. But you might have to do a little bit of trimming off that. But this is one of the cards that I'm using this side, so I'll probably trim just a tiny little bit off the bottom of that. I like the background of that, but we'll just decorate the other piece. So, and that'll just go into the back. See if I probably could have put it over a little bit more so you could see the love. Actually, I might see if I can do that. Just trim that down just a tiny little bit, and we'll see if the love can come into there, and that'd make a nice little, oh, look at that, just no, it's just got the O, yeah, and not what I wanted, but I will turn it around and have it the other way around. So, but I will decorate that up anyway. So I'm going to leave that in there, and we're going to just decorate the front of it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this, and I'm just going to pop it there, and I want it to, and that's actually already been cut off, so I might use that down there. So I'm just going to give this a little rip. Oh, actually, so I'm just going to give this a bit of a tear. I'm going to go that way. Okay. Oh, just see how this piece goes. And it might be a little bit too short for there, so we'll have a look at this other big piece, and that might just be enough to go there if I'm very careful with how much I rip. So I might go that side because that's pretty straight. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit off the end of this one, and this is just me decorating, and that's just going to go over that little window. So I want to keep that there. So that will be for my top, and that one will be for my bottom. So I'm just going to tear just a little bit more off that one. So, and you can tear any way you like. So that's going to be my bottom piece, and that's going to be my top. So it's going to go up like that and that. So I'll leave them up there for a moment, and I'll show you what I'll do with the other little bits that I've torn off. They will come in handy. So what I'm going to do is I've found some of this pretty paper that I've got. So I've got this one, I've got this one, and I thought I'd do all the pink this time. So, and I think that's enough there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look, because these pieces are going to go over top of my others. So I want to work out where I want to have it, and I want to have that butterfly. So what I might do is I might go, I want that butterfly, so I'm just going to rip that off there, and I want that to go down there. So that's going to sit over that, over there. So I might go take that down that side. So I want that there. So I'm actually going to rip just a bit along the bottom here, and I want that to sort of come over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip down that side, and that's going to just sit over that window there. So I'm just going to glue that piece down first. So I'm going to work out, so I'm going to just glue all this area here. So I'll pop a bit of glue just along there, and I like to use my Tombow glue. So, oh, and before I do that, I'm going to grab, this time, actually, I'm going to go with my early espresso. Just double check to make sure that I'm still in time, because I don't, once you go past a certain time, it'll cut out the video. So I'm just going to ink around all these edges. So, and ink around that edge, and then I'm just going to pop that down over top of that window, and I just want to bring it in so it sits level with the edge of that. So that's my first piece on there already. So now we'll have a look at that piece, and that'll go over there, and I might need to cut that down a little bit more. Actually, how far is that going to go? So I might just rip a little tiny bit more off that. So it's just a little too big. And that's good. So I'm going to ink that up as well. It doesn't matter about, I'll just do the inside pieces that I want to put it on there first, and I can always ink the rest of it up later. So that piece is going to go on there. So put that up there for a second. So we're going to work on this side now. So I do like, I was just wondering whether to use that piece there, or whether to use just some more of this. Actually, I like that butterfly, that little one, so I might have that one come. Actually, I had another piece here somewhere, and my voice is getting croakier and croakier. So I'm just working out what I want there. So I think I like that butterfly there. So that might go the whole length of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, might snip down that side so I don't waste all these butterflies. I'm just going to snip along there and put that away. And then I am going to pop, that's going to go there because the rest will be covered. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tear, I'm just going to go down that way, and I can always cut the rest of it off, but I quite like how that's going there. So I might tear just a little, actually no, I'm just going to bring it over. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue just down on that side, and then I'm going to pop him over onto this side, but I'm just going to sort of make sure that that sits where I want it to go, and then I'll just grab my scissors, and my scissors, they were here. I haven't cleaned up since I've done my live, and there they are, and I've got things everywhere. So I'm just going to cut along that. Just make sure when you do cut that you don't cut into the envelope. So still a little tiny bit there, and that's coming along just nicely there. So now, oh, and I didn't do the inking on that piece, of course. So I'm just going to ink the edges up of that, and it's easy to go back in and do those little bits. I haven't glued those properly down yet, so and it's okay, you're not going to see those once I put these pieces on up here. So then that piece is going to go, and did I do that one too short now? I probably did. I've probably cut the wrong one. So he's going to go over. That's okay. I can chop that down just a little bit. I'm going to chop that down a little bit because I've actually made that a little bit too short, because I don't want to waste these pieces. So I'm just going to cut that down and pop that over there. And then that piece there will just sit over there nicely now. I might go that side. So, and then I'm just having a look to see what other little piece I can go down the side there. Actually, I like that, but before I stick those two pieces, I want to ink those bits up so I don't forget this one. Okay, so I was thinking of probably just a tiny little piece of this down the sides, just to give it a little like. So I'm just going to tear that off, and then I'm going to grab my glue right in front of me. Just going to pop just a little tiny bit there. Tiny little bit, she says. And I'm just going to glue that along there. And I'll, if it does get sticky, like, I'll show you how to get rid of that. So I'll just let that sit for a minute, and I'll just bring in my embossing buddy, and that'll just get rid of all the stickiness. So that should look, is that one? No, that one. So that one should look just nice there, and it does. This gives it a bit more of a. So now we're going to glue, and I just need to ink that edge up because that's going to go on the inside. And don't worry about the outsides. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on that piece there. And you can always go back and re-ink areas that you don't get. So I'm going to pop that right up to there. And that's starting to take shape now. So, and you can always, so that's starting to look really good there with the butterflies. And okay, so my embossing buddy. Okay, so down in this little corner here, then this other little piece will sit on this side. So what we're going to do is going to pop that one on this side, but before we do, we're just going to pop another little tiny piece of this down the bottom. So we'll pop probably another little tiny piece about there. So I'm just going to grab my scissors, and I'm just going to snip that off so it just sits flush in there, and that's going to sit there. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue in that tiny bit there, and I'm just checking the time. Okay, so that's going to sit up there. We may need just a tiny little bit more glue behind there. Okay, and then this little piece here, I'm just going to glue. This is going to go down into that corner, that one, and line him up with the other. And I forgot to glue that bit, of course. So while that's still, not glue, I meant ink that piece up. And that's starting to take shape now. So that's starting to, and I just love those little butterflies in there. So, and you can always come back and I like to just give it a good rub down from the other side, and then that just helps flatten. I forgot to mention that earlier. And you can cover this side if you like, but this piece here will be gluing down onto your into your junk journal. So I'm just going to get, I'll keep that open, and I'll shut that for a minute because I'll end up doing some damage with that. I was just having a look to see if this little flower would go down here. So I'm just gonna, Okay. I'm thinking about popping that little flower there just to contrast with that. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue onto that one. I'm going to offset this one. And I use my daisy punch for this. So it's a Stampin' Up punch. So, but that's what I use for that. So, but I'm just going to grab my ink. And I'm just going to ink up around those edges. And we'll pop a little bling in the center of that. Okay. If you want to, you can give it a curl. But that's sort of going to sit in there. I don't know if I'd like it there. I think I like it down in this side. Probably this side here. So, probably with one of my sentiments. I'm just going to put own who you are, appreciation, love you always. I reckon I might just put love you always. So see, do I want to have that? I'm just going to have that there, I reckon. So I'm just going to stick that down. You can just see how I'm just randomly I'm just sticking these where I like them. These are already been so I'm just going to pop that there, and I'm going to stick that flower there, and I think that looks quite cute. So, and I might just stick one of the little a little baby butterfly here. I might stick that. This has been, I think or did I use all those? I might have done. So I'm going to show you quickly how I done the butterflies. So I've got a piece of oh, I've lost it. It was here and it's run away. It's grown legs and run. Or did I? Here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a piece of, I've just got a piece of just the scrap. This is a piece out of one of the, just an old novel that, and it's old novel somewhere, but all I'm just going to do, I'm going to pop a bit of glue on the back of that, and I'm just going to put that down onto a piece of, like, cardstock. So, and then once you've got that down and it's nice and glued down, then I'll grab my punch and I'm going to bring it in. I'll just see. Yes, actually, I'm going to just cut that off, and I'll cut that off, and so we can get the whole lot of both those butterflies. And I'll just double check. Oh, we're not doing too bad. So I'm going to grab my butterfly punch, and we're going to do both those, and just make sure that you get it where and I could have done a bit more, but I've just punched them out, and they're going to sit like, there's that one there, that's the bigger one, and then the little one I thought I'm just going to sit inside of there. I'm just going to bend his wings up a bit, so, and he can sit in the middle of that flower, and okay, and then you can add a little bit of bling to the inside of that. So that this is just sort of giving you an idea of what to do. I won't do the inside one, but I will grab one out of, I'll grab this one out of here. So this is the one that we did today. So all that will do is, oh, and I forgot to stick my love. Okay, my love one. And this is just really up to your imagination, how you'd like to to create these. So I might stick love you. Oh, just love you always. Okay. And there you go. So last little thing I'll add on there before I is some bling. I'll just grab my bling, just double check, and I've still got a few more minutes. Okay, just grab my bling and just see what I can pop on there. And like I said, I won't do the inside. So I might, don't know if I want some of these. I might try just the little white ones here. And okay, where's my take your pick tool? I find my take your pick tool is a really good thing, because it's got a little putty end on the end of it. So I'm just going to grab one of those tiny little ones, and I'm going to stick it in the center of my butterfly. And I might grab two more, and they're going to go in the center of that butterfly, and this one's going in the center of that butterfly. So there you go. So I'll move everything out of the way. That's the one, if I decorated that one there. If I had more time, I would do that one. So wherever it's gone. This one here, I could put a strip of this down the side, but yeah. But anyway, that'll go inside, and I could decorate that one. But I'm just going to show you this one going inside of here. So, and that'd just sit in there, and that'd be just your little pocket to, oh, and another thing I forgot to do is pop the, oh, where is it? What was I thinking of then? Oh, my little punch. Okay, so I'm just going to get my little punch here. This is and I'm just going to punch a hole in there so you know that it's a pocket. So I'm just going to eyeball roughly where the center is, and just going to punch that out, and that gives you your little pocket. So, and still got a few minutes, so maybe I can quickly fix this one up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear down the edge of this one. So, and I'll probably put like some of that on there before I cut it down. So I do like that side, but I wanted it to blend in with the colours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip that side. I just don't want the video to stop before I, okay, so I'm going to just pop a little bit off the corner of there, and then I'm just going to turn that over to the pink side, and I'm going to use that as a guide to cut the other piece off. So, oh, and it's doesn't want to play nice. So once you get it to there and where you want it, so, and then you just move that piece and snip that down. So that'll give you your little piece to go in there. And then all I do is just making sure, yep, I've still got plenty of time, making sure that and I've got some ribbon here, just a little bit of purple ribbon, and I don't think I've got any staples left. I did forget about that today. So I've got a bit of purple. I'll see if I do have any more. So what I'm going to do there is I'm just going to staple that once it's decorated. Then I'll just staple. I'll just see if I've got any more staples in it. Hopefully I have. Come on. Doesn't want to go down in there. Okay. No. Okay. It's that side I should be stapling it on, because that piece is going to go on the inside. And I did. Okay, that's alright. So now I'm just going to staple another one. No, I don't have enough. But there you go. So that once you decorate that bit, so if I put that down, I might put that down on the bottom, but anyway, you get the gist of, once that's all decorated, then it'll look like this one here, and then you just pop it into your card. But I could pop that into there, and there you go. So if I wanted to have that one in there, I could. So, but I may need to snip a little tiny bit more off the back, but I'm going to pop that one away and bring in the one that I've already done. So out of the other one here, I might just pop that one in. That one might just go just nicely. So there you have it. Oh, that one just works in just nicely. So there you go. So just make sure that it's all, and I'll pop all the ones that I've made. So that was that one, it's that one, and the one I made today in the live, which was with this one here. So, and that one there I just chucked somewhere, and this one, so this one might just sit in there just nicely. It might be okay. So there you go. So that's the one I just created with you. That's how quick and simple they are. So, and I'll pop those there and move everything out of the way so you can see those. If you have any questions, please comment. If you have any questions, please ask, and I'll be able to help you out. But anyway, enjoy making these in the swap, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.